afternoon, everybody, and very warm welcome back. Thanks for tuning in again. Those of you who tuned in yesterday, hope you enjoyed the stream. We're at Katowice in Poland, and I've probably already pronounced that wrong, so I've been working on the pronunciation thanks to Thomas, but we've got some great freeware scenery, and we're painting the terminal, the apron pink today. Flying Wizz Air from Katowice to Bristol. PilotPlus is fantastic Bristol Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator. This particular bit of scenery is freeware, available on flightsim.to. You can just simply search for the ICAO code Echo Papa Kilo Tango, and you can download it for free. If you're new, very warm welcome. Please do hit subscribe down below, and don't forget to give the live stream a little like today. Our flight out of Katowice today will take us across most of Eastern Europe, a journey time of around about 2 and a bit hours, 2.5 hours I think. Wesley's already pushed and started. He's off to Vega, so he's not flying along with us today. Elevator video, hello to you. Starship, LHR Plane Spar, VNav, hello to you guys. And then we've got a load of channel members tuning in, so welcome guys. Craig, Mikhail, Jay, Makepeace, hi folks, hope you're well. We're in the latest experimental branch of the flybywire A32NX, and of course we've got the previously installed AIG model packs, liveries and things like that too. We've got a controller online, which is great. Max, hello to you as well, welcome. And here we are with the APU fired up. We've got the Wizz Air livery pack. The link for that is in the description down below if you do want to get your hands on it. It's 5, I think, different liveries created by Pilotti Mattia. John, hello to you. You're all alone over there. The only Osprey. Love it though. Great. Where's Wesley actually? He's over here somewhere. Doctor on board, thank you very much again for planning the route. There he is. Wesley in an A350. Scandinavian Air Service. That livery looks fantastic on the A350, doesn't it? And he's going to be departing any second. PilotPlus Bristol for our arrival destination today, and Bristol of course has got its notoriously uneven runway. It's a little bit of a dip in the middle. It's described as a bit of a ski ramp actually. LHR Plane Spotters flying Luton to Tenerife, hello to you. And Marcel from Approach, good afternoon, and thank you very much for connecting today to VR controllers. Yoep, good afternoon buddy, hope you're well. There goes Wesley.
Z057 high speed is approved.
Off he goes. Quite the crosswind today, if you saw the windsock at the base there.
Hello, Scandinavian 200 1 6000.
Off he goes. What's next? Hello to you. Been off the sim for a while, about to come back with all the changes made to major aircraft and the PMDG 737. Almost here. It's progressed significantly, hasn't it? Let's face it. We've got CPDLC in here now as well, though we're not needing to use it today. Fairness. Let's get our clearance, and then we'll go through the route. Stand 20, aren't we? We'll just double check the ATIS. I think it's Bravo now. Information Bravo, QNH 1013, ILS approach, departures runway 27, transition level 80, wind 190 at 16 knots. Wow, that's quite a crosswind. Krakow approach, good afternoon Wizz Air 1019er at stand 20 at Katowice. Request IFR clearance with information Bravo to Bristol, Airbus A320neo.
Wizz Air 1019, Katowice Tower is now online and contact them on frequency 129.25. Your clearance to you soon?
Yeah, we'll go contact Katowice Tower 129.25 Wizz Air 1019, thank you, speak soon.
Goodbye, sir.
Bye.
05 Zulu established. With a 05 Zulu, many thanks, and contact Katowice Tower on frequency.
250.
Clear to Bristol, NUMBA 3, Mike departure. Can you repeat the squawk for Easy 5 Juliet Mike, please?
Yes.
5 Juliet Mike, squawk 4543.
Max, there we go with the METAR. Fantastic, so you guys can see it.
4543, Easy 5 Juliet Mike.
Easy 5 Juliet Mike, feedback is correct.
Katowice Tower, good afternoon, Wizz Air 1019er, stand 20, Airbus A320neo with Bravo on board to request RFR clearance to Bristol.
Wizz Air 1019er, good afternoon of Katowice Tower, clear to Bristol, VATSIM Enroute departure runway 27, number 3 Mike, squawk 4546, weather Bravo.
6. Clear to Bristol, number 3 Mike departure, runway 27, squawk 4546, Wizz Air 1019er.
1019er, feedback is correct.
Neil, hello to you, welcome. Busy day for you at work. Love it. Okay, QNH 1013. What else did I need to check here? Ah, the transition.
Wizz Air 05 Zulu.
80, wasn't it?
Dobre popołudnie, Katowice Tower, winds 190
We'll go for
6 knots, runway 27 clear to land.
7.5, actually 8,000, we'll do 7,000. Why not? That'll do. Whack that on a 20. We're not really, it's an RNAV departure. Let's have a little look at Navigraph then. So, stand 20 at the moment, the main terminal area. We're going to push and start to face east towards the threshold of runway 27. We're going to then taxi. Most likely, we're probably going to be given left on Alpha, right onto Hote. Actually, no, cancel that. We'll just taxi straight on Echo all the way down to Hold Point Tango, runway 27 there for a departure. 3,200 metres long runway. Then we've got the number 3 Mike departure. Initial climb to 6,000 unless otherwise cleared by ATC. And you can see here after departure we fly runway heading of 265. And then at or above 4,000, max of 230 knots at KT 644. We're turning southwesterly 237 degrees to KT 672 at or above flight level 100 for that one. So we would have been given further climb by Krakow Approach, who are also online, who we spoke to initially at the beginning of the stream. And then we're going to be heading west towards NUMBA at the top of your screens there. Transition altitude 6.5 on the charts, but I've set 7, I'll leave it at 7. It's easier. If I go to the world map, you can see our routing will take us over Poland. Most of the way actually, and then we get towards the German border around about here, waypoint LASIS, LASI. We're going to be heading north of Leipzig, Dresden,
Mike, confirm able to depart from intersection Sierra.
south of Hanover, which is just here. Well, I can't click it on this map.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, thank you.
We're then heading over sort of Amsterdam airspace, just over Rotterdam actually. Directly over Rotterdam airfield in fact, just there. And then skirting north of London over past Heathrow to then reach Compton, VOR, CPT, well into our descent at that point then as we then make our way into Bristol. Bristol 1 Charlie arrival, and we're expecting ILS runway 27, which is kind of going to look a bit different to that when we actually get round to doing it.
85 Juliet Mike, pushback and startups approved, QNH 1013.
So there we go. Consider yourselves briefed. We'll go through the arrival procedures when we get a bit closer to. Max is asking, is there a route command? Good question. No. However, I will put the route. It's in Discord, by the way, in the live streams tab, but I'll put the route in the pin messages. Willie Canuck, good afternoon as well, welcome. Chris is asking, are we getting some CPDLC action today? No, although, let's see if we can connect. We've got no center controllers online, just see what happens. Notification. No active ATC. So if we get Euro West or something come online, we might do that, but we probably won't use it today, to be honest. I think we're ready for push, folks. Let's see. EPU, it's come off that. Down here, we check that's locked, it is. We need to do a squawk. 4546. That's on auto, still on standby for TCAS. We've got our departure frequency set beyond tower 1013, 10413, and then initial climb 6000 as well. There's the METAR visualised in icons on the EFB. And our fuel load today, 7824 currently. And I've got CPDLC active there just in case we get anything come online. Euro West or whatever.
Wizz Air 05 Zulu, witamy w Katowicach. Taxi stand 26 via November, Bravo and Echo.
Wait for the EasyJet to push. Wizz Air 1019 are fully ready, stand 20, request push, start and turn.
Easy 5 Juliet Mike, how much time do you need?
About 1.5 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Wizz Air 1019, pushback and startup is approved, QNH 1013 facing south.
Just start approved facing south, Wizz Air 1019.
Sorry, correction, facing east of course.
Facing east, Wizz Air 1019. Where's he saying?
2585 at stand 23, request push and start.
Looking back at the takeoff velocity makes it look really good. Like literally it also models the 350 gear animations and the model matching is really quite nice, yeah. And I'm finding MSFS is really maturing now as a simulator. Okay, let's get some of these juicy sounds. There we go, Doc, thank you. You know what, I always leave it to you to drop that into the live chat at some point, so I'll just leave it and wait. I can always rely on Doc to pop the data in. And of course it then rounds everything up.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, wind 190 degrees 16 knots, runway 27 clear for takeoff. After departure, contact Katowice, sorry, contact Kraków approach 121.075, bye.
Clear for departure and contact.
There goes the nose. I don't think we're going to be able to push.
Standing by for pushback.
Really with him there, because we're going to be push start facing east. Our request in sequence. So I'm going to take that to believe basically we're waiting for the EasyJet. Set this. Oh, you know what? I've got my trim wheel now. Keep forgetting that. I've got the nice little trim wheel on the Velocity 1 throttle system.
Dzięki za kontrolę, do jutra.
Dzięki, cześć. Wizz Air 2585, pushback and startup approved, QNH 1013 facing east.
Go ahead. Pushbacks are approved, face east. Wizz Air 2585.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Keybind for that.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Easy 5 Juliet Mike, set squawk 4542.
4542 easy, so it's Mike and we would be ready for taxi as well.
Wizz Air 1019, hold position.
Opposition was 1019.
Wizz Air 5 Juliet Mike, easy 5 Juliet Mike, taxi holding point runway 27 via Echo Foxtrot and Sierra.
Echo Fox.
What a livery. Such a cool livery. Let's fire up engine 2.
Wizz Air 1019 behind, taxiing traffic, easy jet A320neo, passing from your right to left, pushback and startup approved, QNH 1013 facing east.
After the EasyJet traffic passes behind, right to left, push start through face east, it was 1019. Oh, There goes the Osprey.
We go.
And
We go
reverse.
490 to.
Have an RS, hello.
Katowice Tower, stand by shortly.
Here we go.
Katowice Tower, Eurocharter 793, stand 18, requesting clearance please to Bristol.
Yeah, the EasyJet only said he needed a minute though, that's the problem, so I'm going to take another 4 or 5 minutes to push start and get everything ready myself.
Last station calling, say again.
Yes, in the States, Christopher, it's
Bravo Uniform Charlie 793. You are connected.
a lot of the stuff is pushed back
observer.
at own discretion, isn't it, with the apron. And engine 1.
Katowice Tower, Eurocharter 793, sorry about that, I'm back in the building.
Oh wow,
Requesting
European
clearance
Air
to Bristol,
Charter.
please.
Parking brake set.
Never even heard of them.
Lowering aircraft. Ground. You may disconnect.
Eurocharter 793, good afternoon, Katowice Tower, clear to Bristol via Enroute, departure runway
Holding position, waiting for
27,
vision. Thank you and goodbye.
NUMBA 3 mics, squawk
Where's that?
4544.
View here.
Cleared on the number 3 Mike departure runway 27, squawk 4544, Eurocharter 793.
Eurocharter
A little
793.
LOD thing going on there. Interesting. Right, where's my ground shots?
Mike, once again, correction, sorry. Squawk 4545.
Increase flaps.
Squawk 4545.
1 plus F.
EC5 to mid Mike.
Wizz Air 1019 request taxi.
Wizz Air 1019 stand by shortly. Break, Wizz go 490, confirm you're pushing back.
I wait for company traffic behind me, otherwise I'll push into them.
Okay, then hold position, break, Wizz Air 1019, taxi to holding point runway 27 via Echo Foxtrot and Sierra.
Taxi hold point runway 27 via Echo Foxtrot and Sierra, Wizz Air 1019.
Easy 5 Joseph Mike, wind 190 degrees 16 knots,
Alright.
runway 27 clear for takeoff after departure, contact
They're green.
Kraków approach on 121,
Takeoff config.
1070, bye.
What's a brake max?
Cleared for takeoff runway
Spoilers
27
arms.
after departure 121.07 for EC5 to Mike. Thanks, have a good day.
Thank you, bye, break.
There's the windsock.
Wizz Air 2585, confirm ready to taxi.
Literally straight across the runway.
Wizz Air 2585.
It's going to be interesting.
Wizz Air 2585, taxi to holding point runway 27 via Echo Foxtrot and Sierra.
Taxi to
And
holding point here by Echo.
we're being given an
Fox
intersection departure.
Sierra. Wizz Air 2585.
Do that. There's, I think, UC in the EasyJet.
Katowice Tower, hello, this was Air 1 X-ray Tango, at stand 22, Greenwich 1013, information Echo, type A320, that's our clearance to Bristol, please.
There's aviation simulation.
X-ray Tango, good afternoon, Katowice Tower, standby number 1.
Looks like we're veering off to the
Roger.
left slightly. Just gonna.
Please go 490.
Brilliant. There goes the tiller.
We QNH 1013, pushback and startup approved. Facing
Yikes.
We're back in sure enough.
That's a bit better.
Let's go 490.
Wizz Air 1 X-ray Tango, confirm ready.
Is he rolling?
Affirmative.
1 X-ray Tango clear to Bristol via Enroute,
he
departure
gone?
runway 27, number 3 mics to 4540, weather Bravo.
You had
Wizz Air
somebody
1
just had a
X-ray
crash to
Tango
desktop.
clear to Bristol via the number 2 mic departure, runway 27, squawking 4530.
Don't know where he's gone there.
Wizz Air 1 X-ray Tango, confirm NUMBA 3 Mike.
Odd.
Number 3 Mark, sorry.
Wizz Air 1 X-ray Tango, readback correct.
And cabin secure. And it didn't register. Brilliant. Let's press it again. There we go. Cabin ready. It's American pilot kits everywhere. Yeah, well, yeah, I shouldn't I? It's we could probably do with some decent Luton scenery though, to be fair. Still waiting for, was it PilotPlus that are working on Luton? I know they've created Bristol, which is what we're flying into today. I thought they were maybe doing Bristol, they're doing Luton after, I think. Not sure.
Katowice Tower, Eurocharter 793, ready for push and start, please.
Let's go TA only for departure. Jason, replay of what? We've just started.
490 confirm ready.
Ready, sir. Let's go 490.
Here's Foxtrot, I think.
0, taxi to Hollywood runway 27 via Echo Foxtrot and Sierra.
Echo Foxtrot Sierra, hold point Sierra. Let's go 490.
Yeah, Luton has been done by UK 2000, but it's rubbish, basically, from what I understand. Got very poor quality textures and things. Whereas aviation simulation would describe it on 44p.
1013 facing east and please squawk 4540.
Pushing back space and 7 the squawk, so on.
Christopher, yeah, so I've actually done quite a lot.
7903, pushback and start up approved.
I've actually done quite a lot of voiceovers myself for fly-by-wire, but we're still waiting on a couple of things to go into it before they get used.
1019ers, wind 200 degrees, 17 knots, runway 27 clear for takeoff after departure, contact Kraków approach, 121.07, bye.
Runway 27, clear for takeoff, and after departure contact Kraków approach 121.075, Wizz Air 1019er, thanks, bye.
Wizz Air 2585 behind departing traffic, Wizz Air A320neo, line up and wait runway 27 behind.
Line up wait behind the departing aircraft, Wizz Air 2585.
Come on, sort that nose wheel out. Dominic, hello to you, greetings from Krakow. Lex. Quite the crosswind today, so I'm going to put some aileron into the wind. And I'm already using quite a bit of right rudder actually to try and stabilise this. It's about 15 knots across the aircraft. Quite a bit of right rudder actually, just to hold the centre line. V1, rotate. There we go. And we're crabbing into wind. Positive rate. Gear up. Away we go. God, that's a properly decent crab as well. There's the wind, 195. At 1.6, get that nose down a second. Climbing like a homesick angel. And into the climb gate. Change, 121075. Krakow approach, good afternoon, Wizz Air 1019er, 2,400 feet, number 3 Mike departure, Katowice.
Wizz Air 1019, Krakow approach, Cline Airport, hello again, I'm flying flight level 280.
Flight level 280, Wizz Air 1019er. Yes. And disarm the spoilers. Away we go. You see, Centre's online now, so I could try CPDLC. Flex 69 max. You spotted it.
1019, proceed direct 2 point at LARET.
Proceed direct to LASIS, Wizz Air 1019. The LARET.
Wizz Air 1019 negative, it's point at LARET. Apologies, LARET.
Oh, okay, proceed direct to LARET, Wizz Air 1019. There we go. ATC com connection, notification, and we've got EPWW. So let's go EPWW. Notify. So now I think, there we go, next ATC EPWW. Why are we going left? Oh, we're going direct LARET, but is it bugged out? There we go, straight in the line finally. I think it was just calculating everything. Standard pressure. So next ATC EPWW with the CPDLC. We've done the CPDLC sort of notification thing. We'll hear like a couple of beeps if we do get something back. John's got a direct LARET as well, nice stuff. And Simon, good afternoon.
Wizz Air 1019, flight level 380.
Flight level 380, Wizz Air 1019.
Approach Wizz Air 2585 with you at 3000.
Wizz Air 2585, critical approach, climb atmosphere. You're identified, climb flight level 280 and proceed direct to NUMBA.
Wesley, yeah, you know what, that's why I love the
Climb to flight level
fly-by-wire, that's why I love the CRJ so much. There's so much to do. It's got a great contrast against the sky, hasn't it, a Wizz livery. We're going to be waiting for a couple of beeps from centre.
Lot 3508, descend altitude 6000.
But it depends if they're using CPDLC themselves. They have to also be using it themselves for it to work. Not a lot of people do. Thomas, hello. Katowice, how's the pronunciation? Got a direct out the airfield as well, look, down there. There is someone behind us as well. 12545 is Warsaw.
1019, contact Warsaw radar 125.45. Thanks, and enjoy the flight.
Oh, there you go, they've accepted us. Contact Warsaw radar 125.45 for Wizz Air 1019. Thank you for the ATC, bye bye.
Cheers, bye.
125.
2585, proceed direct to 2 point at LARET.
45. So current ATC unit, EPWW.
Bus control, hello, Lufthansa 3 Foxwood, flight level 350, inbound.
There's your departure request for CPDLC.
CPDLC.
And there's our request message there, request to log on.
6 November arrival, expect ILS Yankee 11.
Delta 6 November, ILS Yankee 11, CPDLC is probably not worth it.
Hello, this is Lufthansa 1414.
There we go.
Lufthansa 1414, witam Warszawa.
So it's a centre controller usually.
Runway 15, Simba 6 Delta, squawk 455.
Keep smashing the like button, guys, while you're here. Still bad, but better. I'm trying.
Clearance to fly to Larnaca.
Dock on board. I think it's literally to the route boundary, the sector boundary, sorry, for Warsaw radar.
Squawk 44500. Squawk
1414, confirm squawk
4550. Lufthansa 1414.
1414 feedback is correct. Continue Alpha, holding point runway 15.
Continue Alpha, Lufthansa 1414.
Also radar, good afternoon, Wizz Air 1019er. Climbing through flight level 185 for 380 direct LARET.
Lufthansa, correction, Wizz Air 1019er, call Warsaw identified.
Katowice, that's how you should pronounce it. Is that better? Katowice. It's the bit at the end, the TSE, that I struggle with. Katowice. One of those. It's either number 1 or number 2, let me... or neither. Yeah, 285 miles. Woo. And there we go. Love the photogrammetry down below. Mr. Swedish, how long do you reckon it would take to download your flight plans in AI Manager in order to use your VMR? So it took me probably about a day or two to sort of select everything that I wanted to get my hands on. That said, it's I mean, it's worthwhile, but I don't think
We are identified on departure, 4,000 feet climb, site level 320, direct on.
I don't think AIG is currently working at the moment. Ah, Max, thank you very much. EVRLP, Avgig Katowice looks great, doesn't it? It does, yeah, it was quite cool. Were you the creator of the livery by the airport by any chance?
Climb flight level 380 with Air 2585. Wizz Air 1019er, Warsaw radar.
Pass message was 1019.
Stop climb level 320 with traffic.
Stop climb flight level 320 was 1019. Oh look, he's connected us. Current ATC unit, Warsaw radar.
Warsaw radar, Lufthansa 23 Charlie, flight level 250, climbing
Cool.
3802.
There's no messages. LRC goes, yeah, sorry. I keep saying photogrammetry, but I mean satellite imagery. I love the way that... Oh, there we go. CPDLC. Climb to flight level 320. Then we've got unable, standby, or Wilco. And we're accepting it. So we'll do Wilco. And it's a real time, so it might take a couple of minutes once we hit send, like so, to send the message. So it says there, sending. You heard the beep as well, I hope. Look at it, the progress in fly-by-wire is just insane, isn't it? And there we go, it's confirmed sent. So we can now close the message, and it resets back to tell us the main sort of screen, current ATC unit, Warsaw radar.
Lufthansa 23 Charlie, say again. That was not for you.
Did I use EPKT from the same developer, Poznan Levice? I don't think so. Alec, hello to you, welcome. Oh, Thomas, back to dual simming, lovely. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Hopefully you guys all saw that, and if you did, what did you think of CPDLC in action? I better go and get that, because that'll be the Mrs.'s flowers.
Unicom, I'm leaving 0, goodbye.
Radar, 2585, stop climb level 320. repeat for Wizz Air 2585. Wizz Air 2585 due to crossing traffic. Stop climb level 320. Stop climb level 320, Wizz Air 2585.
Big dog woof.
Okay, Finnair 14 Delta space with you.
Finnair 14 Delta Warszawa, hello, identified. Proceed direct.
Looks as good as Katowice, does it? Poznan. Ah,
Finnair 14.
John. You know what? I forgot that was created, that little livery thing. The little emoji. I'm well impressed with CPDLC.
In the air after takeoff from runway 15. Lufthansa 1414, continue.
You are identified 1,600 feet, climb level 390.
Lufthansa 1414, climb level 290.
Negative level 390.
Can you repeat?
Maxwell, thank you. Yeah, so we'll be passed off to.
Level 390.
Climb level
Oh.
390.
There's some traffic going the opposite direction.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, stop leaving airspace, Unicom, goodbye.
There's the contrails. That is. I wonder if they're watching. S Brilliant. Just somebody with the Callsign Speedbird, I think. No, it can't be. Oh wow, it's an MD82 on VATSIM, book 7305, flying from Copenhagen to Athens at 32,000 feet. Oh, fantastic. He's gone now, isn't he? There's his contrails. MD82.
On the 1414, proceed direct, roll the car.
Alex likes flying the Zebo in X-Plane 11. That's a lot more work. Yeah, you know what? It probably is, because with the Airbus it is... Oh, here we go. Climb to flight level 380. Wilco. Send. Look at that. We had a little beep beep from the CPDLC. This is fantastic. And it sends in real time, so it can take a little while. It's like a SATCOM, isn't it, I think? So it goes up, sends it up to the satellite, and it's confirmed as sent. So there we go, climb to 380, and up we go.
40,000 feet inbound, LARET, having flight level 360 then.
That's fantastic. Basically didn't expect that many people joining us today for the flight. That's fantastic. Yeah, you know what? It's nice that we've got so much traffic flying along. It's great. Love it. Hopefully everybody flying along is enjoying it as well, and if we get in quick enough, I get off the runway, I'll watch everybody's landings again as always. Simon, any news on FSLTL? Sadly not. The last time I spoke to some of the developers there, they pretty much were just sort of explaining that they were having, not difficulties, but they were getting a little fed up with how difficult some of the elements were, so they all decided to take a bit of a break. Not ideal for us, but especially because AIG's down as well, it's not great. Christopher, yes, exactly. CPDLC is such a key thing for things like oceanic clearance on VATSIM. John, can I log into CPLDC after takeoff? I have it all set up. So prior to departure, you go in here and you hit connect, unless you've already done it. In fact, there's our little CPDLC. Yeah, there you go. So it shows that he's on CPDLC there. Anyway, you hit connect, and then in here you can go ATC com, because we've got Warsaw radar online, EPWW, and we're flying through their airspace. We hit connection. That will be blank until we send inside the connection tab the notification. So we do center that we want to notify. So Echo Papa Whiskey Whiskey goes in the orange boxes, and then we hit send, and it goes into this little box where it's listed green there, about 4 buttons down, EPWW. And eventually, once they connect us, it will then update to this screen here on the CPDLC or the ACAS. If you're on the ground and you want to get your clearance or that sort of thing, you can do a departure request in here, but it won't let you on the ground after departure. Sorry. Oh, you see. Sorry to hear that. Elliot B, we're using AIG at the moment, but there's no way for you to actually be able to do it at the minute because all of the servers are all offline, sadly. Thomas says, by the way, say Dzień dobry. Dzień dobry. How's that? My old neighbours used to be Polish, and sadly they moved out, but I got on with them really well. But I tried to learn a couple of little things. Dzień dobry. Alex is enjoying the CPDLC. It's great to have it in use actually as well. Wesley, when ATC comes online one by one, you know you're receiving some fame, but eventually I think your goal on the channel is to help people out. Yeah, that's the primary goal for this channel entirely, is just to help people. That's all it's about. David's connected to CPDLC as well. Good. Is it working well for you? Thomas, that was good. Dzień dobry. Simon, is there a setup video for CPDLC? Not as such, no. I've done a little video the other day covering it in a basic sense. However, you kind of need a center controller to be online for it to work properly. So feel free. I mean, what might be worth doing actually is after the stream today, you do a trim. There we go. Maintain Mach decimal 79. Wilco. Send. Ah, this is fantastic. That's sending. Christopher, tell us more about your voice work for the fly-by-wire. You know what? Maybe I'll play something in a minute. It's been with them for a very long time, sadly. So I'm hoping that they will do something in due course with it. But yeah, we've been waiting a little while. Paul, the overlay at the top is Fly Live Studio. It's quite buggy though. It does break quite often, where it just stops recording stuff. John, you think you're connected, so go to ATC.com, connection, and then connection status, and if it shows like that, active ACC EPWW, and your CPDLC screen shows that, then you know you're in. If not, you hit notification, and you type EPWW in there, then press notify, and it will send a message off to him to accept, and it might take a couple of minutes. There we go. Our CPDLC must definitely help the center controllers out, because they can just send you a little message. Might try it on the controller stream we've got next Saturday as well for delivery clearance and things. How are you doing, commentator? Hope you're well. Let me find some of these sound things that I did ages ago for fly-by-wire, and I'll play one of them so you guys can see what to expect if they ever get round to using it. So I'm not sure entirely that they will. Here we go. And I've tried to copy real announcements when I worked for British Airways that I remember hearing all the time, like
Signal 14 Delta requesting flight level 370.
Signal 14 Delta, confirm 370, you're flying to the west.
Having route 10 minutes to landing.
Correct.
There you go, so there's one.
That is unable for now.
What else?
380.
10 minutes to landing, 40 minutes announcement, here we go, so a British Airways thing.
Traffic maintain flight level 380, Norman 4 Delta.
And slightly ahead of schedule 2, but expecting to be landing in just over 40 minutes time. If anything changes, we'll of course keep you updated.
Wizz Air 1 Echo Delta, leaving my airspace, monitor Unicom 1.
So lots of different announcements. The idea being that eventually some announcements get fed into here. And then you can just trigger events.
04, leaving my airspace, Unicom, do that.
Unicom, Siberius 3604, до свидания, thank you for control.
And we're finally at cruise.
Wizz Air 490, maintain Mach 0.78 or less. Mach 78 or less.
Alex, hello to you, welcome. Max dropping in the arrival, met out Bristol, it's currently 250 at 15. Scattered 16, broken 24 and 07 degrees, dew point +4. QNH 1001, wow, that's low pressure. Yeah, Christopher, so for PDC clearance, it would be ideal on big events like our Manchester event that we're going to be doing soon, where we've got like fully staffed ATC and things on VATSIM to, especially for new people, that's kind of why we do it. Alex, yeah, we've just departed Katowice. Oh, we've got another one. Look, there's the little blue ATC message. We can clear that. Service terminated, Monaco Unicom 1228. Roger. So you can, so that's closed. Thank you for using CPDLC, best regards from ELVACC, nice. Meatball, yeah, VATSIM's a lot less laggy now. So to get your clearance on this, you could do MCD menu, ATSU, and then in here, once you've connected your CPDLC, as we did earlier, you could also do a departure request, but that can only be done on the ground, and it will basically pre-fill everything from your init A page into a box here, and you click a button. There we go, we've been disconnected from CPDLC with Warsaw radar now. You send it off to the controllers, they will get the little ding to say that you're... got TCAS behind us there. To say that you're requesting a PDC clearance. They will go through it and they will send you it back via CPDLC, which is quite cool. Domestos, yes, CPDLC working. We just enjoyed about 5-10 minutes of that actually. It's been really quite useful. Jakovic, hello to you. When you try to download from the Alpha India group, it says no page found on your no page found. Yes, sadly, that's because their servers are down. Domestos, UBUX 7903 in the MD. I think we saw you go past earlier. Oh, I can't see now. Ton, yes. So effectively, from what I understand, the servers went down and they're required to add. They're basically required to add JavaScript, I think it was, to the website. They refused to. They say that it's going to have a load of people remove. Basically, it's going to have a load of people remove the product or something and repack it, redistribute it. I'm not really sure. Not really sure the reasons why. But basically, they're resisting putting some JavaScript or Java something into their website. Hence why it's still down. Snehal, hello to you. It should be at the top of your screen an estimated time of arrival. I think we're looking about 1.5 hours, perhaps. Adam misses you in an Airbus, nice. Mikhail's got Saturday ready, Manchester to Copenhagen, nice. And the commentator's planning to fly in or out on Saturday now that you're flying on VATSIM, fantastic. Do both. Next centre to try will be Amsterdam, if John, if he's correct. Quite possibly, it depends. We're going to be going through a little bit of Langan radar at the moment, so if any of those come online. But yeah, I think it's going to be EHAA centre. Thomas, what are we doing for Valentine's? So the missus is at work at the moment. Once she gets back, I took annual leave for today, mainly because of the Super Bowl, but I didn't know how I was going to be today, of course. But yeah, basically, a nice dinner, and then tomorrow we're going for a nice lunch somewhere local, which would be quite nice, because we're both off tomorrow. Mikael, no problem at all. Rish, who is going to be the clearance delivery controller for the Saturday's ATC stream at Manchester, is quite new himself, so he will probably need a bit of support from people as well, getting everything right. And if need be, I'll probably connect to Hoppy's CPDLC if I can get it all working, and get something sorted out through there as well. Maybe try and assist with a couple of clearances via the CPDLC client for controllers, if I can work out how on earth it works. Jamie asking, how many active users do you think Microsoft Flight Simulator has, and do you think it's more or less than other major simulators? Wow. Yeah, so that's a good question. As Domestos said there was a survey recently done that showed that Microsoft Flight Simulator is thousands of users ahead of other simulators at the moment, which is quite good. It's massive, isn't it? Especially now it's released on Xbox too. Christopher Levin, so what's the ICAO for Eurocontrol? Is it EURW for Euro Control West? Christopher's saying as well, it'd be nice to see a list of live DLC centres, just like we see frequencies on flypads. So yeah, it'd be quite cool to have it in here, wouldn't it? I did include in my video covering the CPDLC updates, there's a link I put in the description that will take you to basically a page that will tell you who's using CPDLC at the moment. Not sure how long we've got until we actually reach, well, we've probably got about 40 minutes until we reach EHAA, maybe a little less. Alex is asking, do I prefer X-Plane or Microsoft Flight Simulator? So I've only got Microsoft Flight Simulator myself. I would potentially consider X-Plane 12, but I'm quite invested into MSFS, and I thoroughly enjoy it myself as well, to be honest, so I probably won't change. I mean, this year for Microsoft Flight Simulator is going to be insanely good. We've got PMDG releasing their 737 aircraft packs, all the different variants they're going to be doing throughout the year, which is going to be incredibly cool. Really excited for that. It's coming fairly soon. We've got the Phoenix Sim A320 coming soon as well. That's going to be incredible. What else have we got? Just Flight's BAE 146, DC Designs Concorde. Possibly a long hauler from them as well, PMDG. Maybe their 777 towards the end of the year at a push. Loads of aircraft coming soon to Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's very exciting. Yep, the Ini builds A310. Really looking forward to that one. That'll be quite cool in this. Yeah, Al's Universe, 4 gig of RAM. Can it handle MSFS? I'm not sure actually entirely, to be honest. I don't think RAM at 4 gig could handle the sim at all. I think I've got 32 gig. Hey, Aviation Simulation going to do a Nouvelle Air flight from Manchester on Saturday. Awesome. I'll probably be very confused with the call sign. You'll have to remind me what it is nearer the time. I've not controlled since September. Wow. Yeah, I've not controlled since September, so I'm going to be quite rusty. Even more reason for you to join if you guys are watching somewhere and you're brand new to VATSIM, because that's the whole reason why we run these little events. We'll connect for 3 hours, all the controllers will expect loads of new pilots, and we're basically there to assist you. What do I think as Poland as a whole? Never been actually in real life, Thomas, to be honest. I'd love to visit at some point in the future. Looks stunning from above though, doesn't it? Commentator, we're going to be doing 1 o'clock, I think it is, 1300 Zulu to 1600 Zulu at the latest. Aviation simulation personally thinks the Quality Wing 787's dead. Yeah, that's... nobody knows what's happening with that. They're ignoring contact requests from people, asking for updates. So there's been no updates since November 2020. Hendrik, yeah, the A330 from Aerosoft, that would be quite cool. Isn't that there's a Fokker, isn't there? Fokker F20 or something like that, coming from Just Flight 2. What else? What else? Ah, yes, there's a Mad Dog, isn't there, as well, coming from Leonardo. I think that's everything that I can think of off the top of my head. It's a huge year for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And if we end the year with a PMDG 777, that's going to be fantastic. What a year for Flight Sim. Not only that as well, we've got fantastic scenery coming soon, all the way through the year, like we did last year as well. And there's the INI builds, INI scenes, London Heathrow Airport coming soon. And that looks fantastic from their preview trailers that they've released recently on their YouTube channel. Looks exquisite. A220, is that from Synaptic? I haven't really seen any updates from them recently, so I'm not sure what's happening with it. There's the livery up close. Alex, probably not. Although that's the first time anybody's ever asked that, so I'm not sure. Well into North German airspace at the moment now. Keep smashing that like button, folks. Aviation simulation. Wasn't Digital Flight Dynamics doing the A350 still? Where's the moon? Or the Death Star? Oh, never really sure which in the sim. Kinda looks like a Death Star. Yeah, what happened to Digital Flight Dynamics? Are they not... You know what? I'm just still so into. I'm in so many different Discord groups that I've lost track. I think 70 plus. Peter, hello, nice livery. Thank you very much. The links for these liveries are in the description for today's live stream as well as all of the scenery that we've used today too. Wesley, interesting. Go on, what can you share? Jamie's asking if they say what taxiway you should be able to figure out which default plane they're talking about. Tom, but it's harder. In response to Ton asking, how would you respond to ATC's message, follow the KLM 737 on taxiway, if you don't have model matching installed? Yeah, I definitely wouldn't pay for progress updates on a freeware development group. Dubious. John, understandable. Last time we used it, we had a right nightmare, didn't we? That was the Birmingham stream, wasn't it, with the crashed desktops and all manner of chaos. So Tom's asking, it's a very good question actually. If you've not got model matching installed and ATC say to you, follow the KLM 737 on taxiway, whatever, how would you respond to it? So if you don't know where that aircraft is and you can't work it out, just say just say in plain English if it helps. Just say I can't see that KLM aircraft, or not visual with the 737, and then your call sign, and then they will maybe just tell you normal taxi instructions. If you can, listen out to some aircraft around you that are pushing back just before you push back as well, because they're likely to be going to the same runway via the same taxi routing. So if you know that the aircraft to the left is a default livery of something random, but you know that they've called up as a KLM for push and start, and you can be fairly certain that it's them, then you could follow that. Thomas, no, actually, good shout. I've not voted for Cross the Pond airport stuff yet. Let me go onto Discord and have a little look to see what options are available. Where is it? It's in VATSIM usually, isn't it? In the VATSIM announcements bit. Cross the Pond airport voting. Why not? Let's have a look. Okay. So across the pond, April 2nd, 2022, westbound, which I can't take part in, sadly, because I am in a different part of the country on a stag do. April the 2nd, westbound edition, 46 days away, is that all? Wow. Airport voting, here we go. So, top departure airports, vote for your choice. They've got Brussels, Munich, Gatwick, Schiphol, Dublin, Oslo, Gardermoen, Warsaw, Stockholm, Arlanda, Tenerife South, Paris, Schödegal, Rome, Fiumicino, Prague, Vienna, Lisbon, Istanbul, Belgrade, and Moscow, I think, for the first departure airport choice. Ooh. It's nice to see Heathrow's not on there. Top departure airports, 5 points. I'm going to say Oslo because there's a wonderful freeware for that now. Gatwick, of course, has got to go on there, and I'm going to say Warsaw too. The vote, I think. And top arrival options: Montreal, Trudeau, Vancouver, Winnipeg, Atlanta, Boston, Charlotte, Cincinnati, Denver, Newark, Fort Lauderdale, Houston, Memphis, Philly, Raleigh-Durham, Tampa, Jose Marti in it's in Cuba, isn't it? It's Havana. Brantley Adams, which is Barbados, Martinique, Pointe Pitre, and Piarco. Wow, lots of Caribbean options actually this time around. Fantastic. Ooh. Question is, which ones have got great scenery? Denver's got good scenery. Vancouver, I think, has got good scenery. I think Raleigh-Durham's got some good scenery as well, but I can't think of any others. Fort Lauderdale, Fly Tampa have created some scenery there, haven't they? Well, there we go, that's my vote done. Neil agrees with Oslo. Could be an Edgeley Optica. Oh, good grief, yeah. You know what, that was nice to fly around in a couple of times. It was so loud. Jamie's asking if they fixed the altitude issue on VATSIM with Microsoft Flight Simulator aircraft. So, they're not going to fix it. As Centurio said there, it's Microsoft Flight Simulator is actually the first flight sim that's trying to accurately model atmospheric pressure, which is ridiculously difficult to do, or like static pressure. So it doesn't really work out properly in the sense that all the other simulators don't use it. So there's always an altitude discrepancy, sadly. Thomas has voted for Warsaw, Oslo, LFTM, Newark, Houston and Charlotte. Nice. Matthew asking, which aircraft would you use to fly across the pond if you're doing it in Microsoft Flight Simulator? If you've got the 787. Kevin, hello, welcome. If you've got the 787, Matthew, you download the Heavy Division freeware mod. I'd recommend using that. We used that for across the pond eastbound a couple of months back, and it was really nice. Maxwell, nice. Peaches and jelly for lunch. Fantastic. Mantoga, sorry to hear that. I'm hoping to do another one at some point in the near future after the ATC VATSIM session on Saturday. We tend to do one in the weekend and then the next one tends to be midweek, so keep your eye out. Virtual Pilot, hello. Centurio, is it? It's been dubbed like the most realistic pressure modelling that has ever been in a simulator, though, right? Or have I got that entirely wrong? At RKN, let's have a look on. That is the entry point into Amsterdam's airspace. So 160 miles to go. What we could do is go ATC com, connection, notification. When we get a bit closer to RKN, we can send a little message off to EHAA. No active ATC, which means that they haven't got CPDLC working. Oh, it does say Amsterdam radar, CPDLC logon, and PDC EHAW. Okay, there we go, that's why. EHAW. So, on VPilot is EHAA West Centre, but for this purpose of this, when you double click on VPilot, their ATC name, it says Amsterdam radar, then it tells you the actual CPDLC logon callsign centre, which in this case is EHAW, which is cool. I'll probably send that off when we get nearer to about sort of 40-50 miles away from RKN, and it will give them time to sort of pick us up, I think, send us a message back. Aviation simulation, what Osprey route are you doing out of Oslo then? Good question. We didn't settle anything, we didn't come up with anything, did we? What were we talking about the other day? Duffman likes the salty sim mod for the 747 for long haul. Virtual Pilot, we have got a queue behind us indeed. It's fantastic. John, at least you didn't accidentally press the button that restarts your sim. Christopher saying earlier, Finnair's new business seats won't recline. Backrest is part of the pod, so there'll be two ways of travelling, either upright or full flat, nothing in between. That is insane. That's a terrible design then, if that's the case. So have a little bit of GoPro cam angle, shall we? Let's see. Go up here, do a zoom job like that. I can't remember what we suggested for a Osprey route out of Oslo. The Oslo scenery on flightsim.to by Coco Lada. I think he's got a different username on flightsim.to, but he's actually gone ahead and randomly added an Osprey Airways gate into the scenery, put our logo on it and our flight number on it and all sorts of stuff. It's fantastic. And that's in the new update for the Oslo scenery, alongside a load of other proper updates, genuinely good improvements. Neil, yeah, so say no. Don't think they'll accept a CPDLC connection if you haven't first made radio contact. You make a good point, actually. So you should call them up first, and when they say radar contact, you could send a little notify off on CPDLC. So we'll have to wait till the boundary. Thanks for reminding me. Keep forgetting that. Mort, hello! Doesn't the NVIDIA filters use Alt F3 dangerously close to Alt F4? I think you're correct. And also, there is a hotkey keybind somewhere. I can't remember what it is. It's on my Turtle Beach kit, actually. On Xbox mode, not on PC. So if you're on Microsoft Flight Simulator on Xbox, there is a button on this Turtle Beach Velocity 1 kit that restarts it straight away, basically. Maxwell, yeah. If you're flying on the sim, don't do that, because you'll be gutted when you realise your sim doesn't work anymore. Christopher, give it a go, and if we can't see the link, then send it to me on Discord and I'll pop it in the live chat as well. Neil, have you tried the MCDU server that enables you to use iPad or something to control your MCDU? No, I haven't actually. You know what? I get a bit dubious of connecting it all onto into my Wi-Fi in a bit more of a direct manner. Call me suspicious, but not too sure about it myself. I'm sure it's very good though. How we're doing? RKN. What's the latest meta actually? In good old Bristol. Echo Golf Delta. Actually, it's EG. Yeah, it is EGGD. 270 at 16. Okay, well that's good. That's straight down the runway, even though it is a bit breezy. And we had the Bristol 1 Charlie arrival, didn't we? Kid, hello. So let's go on to Navigraph for a few minutes. We can get rid of these. We pinned these earlier. We can unpin Katowice. EGGD, Bristol's ICAO code, Bristol 1 Charlie arrival, by Compton. Let's have a look at some of these actually. Cool. And then we want the NDB ILS DME, or NDB lock DME runway 27 approach. There's an RMP one there actually. We'll go for an ILS. And then taxi and parking. So the airport, Bristol itself, there's a dip in the middle of the runway which makes it quite interesting sometimes. You can very easily hit that if you flare for too much, and basically in short you end up getting thrown back into the air. Ego, welcome on board. Where is the, there we go, Bristol 1 Charlie. So there isn't really anything for us here by means of sort of constraints or anything to assist with our descent, but we have got the speed limit point at Pomax, the SLP at Pomax, so we've got to be 250 or below at that point. Well, there we go, cross SLP or 3 minutes before holding facility at 250 knots or less. So there's the speed limit point. There's the Compton VOR 11435. It's 34 or 32.4 nautical miles to Pomax from Compton, and then it's 25 miles direct to the airport itself. Now the thing is, the procedure that's charted requires you to do this. That's the charted procedure. So we're going to be coming in kind of where this block of text is inside the chart boundary here, flying a diagonal line towards Bristol, and then you end up having to kind of come out to do this teardrop. We don't want to do that, and it's rarely used in real life either from what I understand, so we end up probably going to have to vector ourselves a little bit to descend. We can see that we want to intercept the ILS at 5.8 DME, 2,500 knots, level at about 8 DME from there I guess, 2,500 feet. And there we go, descent planning. On the actual arrival procedure chart, sometimes it will give you a little box like this. So when determining top of descent point, pilot should plan for possible clearance as follows: at flight level 220 by Compton, and then pilots unable to comply must notify ATC as soon as possible, and actual descent clearance will be as directed by ATC. So we've got a plan for flight level 220 by Compton. Now that's still pretty high, so there might be a bit of vectoring in. 32 miles to 12. Okay, we can probably do that. So Compton. Lewis, hello. Well, it's up to you if you're free. Great to have a bit of Bristol approach. Bristol 1 Charlie. Bar Bristol. I'll just stick that in anyway, just for the sake of it. Like so. Check for discontinuities. Compton Pomax, Bristol. Overfly the airfield. Threshold. .08, but 09. Anyway, we're going to be overflying Bristol there, 2,500, final approach, CFFF flap 2 pseudo waypoint, and then EGGD 27 there. Top of descent wise, oh, I can't stand this particular tune. Let's get that across. Oops, sink, sink. 2200, so we want 50 nautical miles. There we go. Lewis, so put into the FMC, Compton. Should be able to enter that in here anyway. Altitude constraints. I never remember how to use this properly. Got to be a way to do that, but there's a pseudo waypoint thing, isn't it? So let's try what Lewis has actually typed. So CPT /220B. I can't remember how to do these pseudo waypoints. It's been a while since I've used this. Yeah, I can't remember. How'd you get to the ACARS free text page on the MCDU, Maxwell? So, MCDU menu, ATSU, AOC menu, free text. And you can change between Hoppy, Flybywire's own network as well. So if you're connected to Hoppy, you can use that. If not, you can use the Flybywire's network there. And then you can see your sent messages and your received messages like so. There's Lambourne. Let's tune into Amsterdam 12575. I wanted to do a controller session at Bristol, but they changed the requirements. So there's no split ground delivery now, it's just all one big conjoined unit, which makes it very difficult for me to stream with how busy it is doing route reclearances and route amendments, plus then pushback, start, taxi and manage a stream. Antonia, how do you send a message? So, who have we got flying behind us at the moment? This is dependent on whether or not they've got anything else working. With 2585.
Fever 6 Papa Mike, hello. Can I have those light speed engines of yours? Can I have those light speed engines of yours?
Somebody's going super quick.
Yeah, very fast. Apologies. You just went 60 nautical miles in like 10 seconds, no?
Wizz 2585.
Oh. Bunch of chewing.
So you put in a call sign, providing they've got it switched on their end, you go, hello, add it in, hit send. And then if they get it, they'll get a little message up here that says company message. They'll probably be wondering what on earth is happening because it's been a while.
Hello, Alpine 63 Tango November, IFR to Salzburg, please.
Alpine 63 Tango November, clear to Salzburg, Yandy 2 Sierra departure, runway 24.
Buck 7903 standing by for child of this message.
Alpine 63 Tango November, clear to
AOC, free text.
Initial flight level 60, support 35 and 51.
See, if you're on Hoppy, you can actually change. You can send messages to other people in different aircraft.
Already,
if they're using Hoppy, because it doesn't rely on it just being Airbus or fly-by-wire to fly-by-wire. 8008 is your message.
Papa Alpha Mike.
Papa Alpha Mike after on session.
Dutch Gunner 923 Papa identified. Climb to flight level 250.
250, Dutch Gunner on 923 Papa.
Lots of VATSIM ATC online at the moment. RKN in 34 nautical miles, so we should probably call the guy up. I reckon. Let's see. Amsterdam radar, Wizz Air 1019er. Inbound reckon, flight level 380, Mach decimal 79er.
Wizz Air 1019er, hello, proceed direct GALSO.
Proceed direct GALSO, Wizz Air 1019er, hello. So we can do ATC com, connection status,
Osprey 27,
notification. We wanted EHAW for the PDC or CPDLC. EHAW notify. So that sent a message off to him saying, hello, we're on CPDLC.
2585, hello, proceed to GALSO.
And then we'll just watch this screen for a little while. Very dynamic, it's very exciting. Oh, we've had a message sent back to us, look, company message. So we can navigate away from this. Receive messages. Free text from Buck703. Hello. There we go. That's how you use that.
Turkish 242, hello, clear to Kazan, send to via text, no heat back required, please.
Centurio, yeah. Honestly, you don't get why devs are all of a sudden putting X's on the ends of everything. I think it was literally because of the fly-by-wire A32NX. Everyone else has gone, oh, that's cool.
Easy 6 for Delta Mike, hello, continue your climb to flight level 380.
Continue 380, easy 6 for Delta Mike.
Easy 6 for Delta Mike, proceed direct no grow.
So this can take a couple of minutes. Basically, he's got to ping up, it's got to be sent through the system, it then eventually pings up on his system, it will then come back through to us once he accepts it. We will hear probably a couple of beeps actually. There's our Compton 220 straight that we've added in.
743 Alpha, send you via text, call me back when ready.
Centurio, yeah, it would have been quite good to have like fly-by-wire A32NX or something like that. Mantoga, yeah, you do. You do need to be on. No, sorry. You don't need to be on VATSIM to send messages. You can be on any part of like the multiplayer networks. You could be just on the MSFS multiplayer as well, and then you just select the fly-by-wire option out of the network system for free text. Providing the other aircraft has got it on, it's all good. Luke's just joined us from Bremen. Perfect timing, easy 6-4 Delta Mike. Welcome. Great to have you flying along. Leonard, centre controller, nice train.
Vizier 630, welcome to Rotterdam. Taxi to the Juliet apron.
To the Juliet apron, Victor 630, dankjewel voor de fijne service, fijne afternoon, fijne avond, tot ziens.
Ja, tot de volgende keer.
Mate, welcome on board. Thanks for hitting subscribe down below. Hope you guys are enjoying the new... Oh, there we go. He's accepted us. Current ATC unit, EHAW Amsterdam. So that's when you know that they've accepted your CPDLC, because your screen will change to that. So he said nice train. Let's check Volanta. We'll see what we've got going on.
63 Tango November, ready. Alpine 63 Tango November, QNH 999.
There's us.
Pushback is start approved.
Got
the QNH 999.
John further up there.
63 Tango November.
Wizz 2585. Wizz UK 49C, which is Wizz Go, and then we've got Aviation Simulation Air, Wizz 1 X-Ray Tango, Buck 793 on our 6 as well,
490, hello, proceed at GALSO.
and out of Bremen, is that, there we go, Easy 64 Delta Mike, there we go, there's Luke. There is probably just about enough parking at Bristol, I hope. I hope. Great to have people fly along when we do this. It makes it a lot more enjoyable. And it's nice, now we've got VATSIM Velocity as well, it's great to watch people's landings too. It's always good fun. So I'm going to say 50 nautical miles from Compton is probably north of London Heathrow. So as we pass between sort of Heathrow and Luton airspace, I think that's probably 50 nautical miles there. So we've got to be into descent as we are passing to the north of Heathrow. I think that's going to be my estimation. Okay. WC Reynolds, hello. Does the VNAV always follow the profile? Having trouble with it, occasionally not descending on the approach profile. Love your videos. Great to hear. Thank you very much. It doesn't always follow the profile. It depends what's in the data. So if the data's a bit wrong, then it can cause issues with the descent and things like that. I tend to just use vertical speed mode with VNAV and just sort of I'll make my own decisions with VNAV instead. Obviously, it wouldn't be an issue if we had VNAV, but there isn't a proper VNAV in the flybywire A32NX yet. Still. I'm sorry. I know. Now we've connected to that CPDLC. I'm like dubious. I'm on edge, waiting for it to beep.
Stewart 6 Papa Mike.
240 to
1572 vectors
Pushback, so
information echoes current descent flight level 45.
I'm going to say what 280 miles to Compton. What we can do is we can tune things in advance. When we looked at the Navigraph charts earlier, we've got an NDB at Bristol 414. We've got the ILS of 11015 as well, and a track of 267 for the final approach course. And there is also a VOR at Bristol, which we could tune if we want to. We can tune the Compton VOR as well, 11435.
No information available. Request clearance to Edinburgh.
Okay, no, there's no VOR. It's NDB.
Climb flight level 290. 290, that's current on 923 Papa.
Lovely. So we can get those tuned in, and it's a bit of housekeeping before it gets too busy into the descent. We've added the arrival in 27. So
there will be the roll to 2 Delta departure, then 23 from
11015.
6263.
Double check it. 11015, and on the charts 11015. We need to do a course of 267. So F267 goes in the box. Bristol NDB 414. We can put that into ADF 1. And if we want to, we can type BRI. And there you go, it tells us we're 320 nautical miles away from Bristol Airport.
Calling me, say again.
And then the Compton VOR, which is 11435.
Turkish 242, there's company.
I'll stick that into VOR to CPT.
Yes, me and him and one more guy.
So we can specify those. I'm not sure if this will let us do this, but let's try. IBTS.
Discretion facing east.
Oh, it has IBTS 11015 Then we'll have to reset that. So F267.
Amsterdam Center, good day. Turkish 334 is an Airbus A313 at
All we've then got to do
28
is add in all of this so we get a bit closer. We can look at minimums
999, request IFR clearance to Anza.
down the bottom here. And I'll do Cap 1 because I like to fly it in myself as much as possible, especially testing this new Turtle Beach Velocity 1 yoke. I like to sort of fly stuff myself. The weather certainly looks okay for it as well, so we'll do minimums of 801. So we can put that into Barrow.
Turkish 334 is an Airbus A319 at stand Delta 38.
Transition altitude there is 6,000, so it'll probably be 70. We'll leave it at 70 on the MCDU. And then the rest is just the weather.
Turkish 334 sent you via text. Report is fully ready. KLM 1572, descent to 2,000 feet, QNH 999 hectopascal.
Don's logged on to CPDLC, fantastic. Really, no VNAV yet, but yeah, getting closer all the time. Now, it's such a groundbreaking bit of freeware, isn't it, for the flight sim, Microsoft Flight Simulator especially. It's remarkable. And it's nice now that we've got these little CPDLC elements and things in place too. It's quite cool. Yeah, they're usually descending through about 280 as they pass OTT Heathrow. David's noticed he's down to just runway 24 frames on his frame rate. Wow, okay, that's not good. What are we on? We're holding steady at 35. Christopher, you've answered 2222 to Toulouse. We'll show the top of descent between two waypoints on the flight plan. Will it really?
KLM 521, pushback reserve approved, facing east.
I've never noticed it.
Amsterdam radar. Eurocharter 793, flight number 360, approaching Romeo Kilo November.
Eurocharter 793, hello, proceed direct GALSO.
Direct GALSO, Eurocharter 793.
Then 793, do you have a speed restriction?
Negative.
SimBrief suggests top of descent after Ugbet, which is just north of, pretty much where Wembley is actually.
Maintain Mach decimal 78.
Which seems a little late for me.
Max 78 for Wizz Air Tango.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, London is offline, monitor Unicom.
Willie Canuck agree, for freeware package flybywire is remarkable. To some extent it's saved Microsoft Flight Simulator from general dismissal from the flight sim veterans. Yeah, you know what, I'm completely with you on that. There was a phase, wasn't there, when there were quite a lot of flight simmers that wanted the realism and the immersion. A lot of us found ourselves getting quite frustrated, and the flight sim Microsoft Flight Simulator lost a couple of users back to X-Plane and things, didn't they, for a little while? Was it after, which sim update was it? Sim update 5 that just obliterated stuff as well. Things like that just really worried people, and I think it stretched people's, what's the word, patience to the max. But it's really coming into itself now. Saturio, you know what, they do love a retexture, don't they? Tyler, hello to you, welcome on board. Hope you're well, having a good weekend. Or had a good weekend, rather. Still thinking it's Sunday for some reason. 18 Wheel Eddie, hello to you. New to the channel, welcome on board. Second stream watching, new to Flight Sims, new to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Fantastic. Well, you're joining at a great time, especially for the stage that Microsoft Flight Simulator is in at the moment. You're in for a fantastic year ahead. I'll probably be checking in a lot in the future. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you very much. It's great to have you with us.
24 clear for takeoff.
24 clear takeoff, 29 Amsterdam radar.
Bristol Towers up. Fantastic. Alex is going to be getting the PMDG 737 when that comes out. For now, we'll be sticking with the fly-by-wire for the time being. Can't go wrong with it, can you? Minion, hello to you, welcome.
Say again your location.
Recently trying to install Microsoft Flight Simulator, but it either keeps crashing or stays decompressing. Do you know how to fix this? So I actually had a mate at work who had a similar problem. Now, what he ended up having to do was create a new Microsoft account entirely, like an Xbox account, and that seemed to kick it in. It recognised then that he had Microsoft Flight Simulator. Look at that.
Hello, continue.
And if Bristol Tower's up, that means we've got ATIS. Well, though a little bit further out.
With you at 280 inbound Redfern 2200 miles.
Maxwell, yeah, we got a direct 2, so we're no longer on our planned routing again.
210. Clear for the Redfern van Alpha arrive. 210, Zulu 3. Zulu 23, clear for the Redfern van Alpha arrive, expect runway 27. Clear for the Redfern van Alpha arrive, expecting ILS runway 27, Zulu 23.
Not too far now until we reach top of descent, so I think, to be honest. Still on him.
Runway 24 and join
Martin, welcome.
Behind the EasyJet A319 from the left.
I think I might start to think about, once we actually get ATIS, I'll tune across, we'll listen to it hopefully, so we get some ATIS that is audible, and then we'll go from there. Martin's asking, hello to you, welcome, thanks for hitting subscribe. Works top of the climb and top of descent experimental version yet? Not yet, no, not properly. There's Bristol, and this little imaged runway there. There's Lambourne, that's probably going to be top of descent for us here, to be honest, around about Lambourne. It's 160 miles till top of descent. The easiest thing to do is to calculate it in here, Martin, so you could put your altitude and then the one that you want to actually reach by a particular point, and in our case it's the Compton VOR at flight level 220. We want to be 50 nautical miles away, top of descent basically, so we'll call it 55, 60. Yankee boy, hello! There's the Death Star, still chasing us.
Pushback is start approved. Pushback and start,
And we're on the way in now to
calling at the count to again.
PilotPlus's Bristol International Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator. A wonderful bit of payware scenery. Really recommend it. It's been a long time since we've used it actually. It's Lively, welcome. How are you? It's been a little while. Hope you're well. Happy New Year. Happy Valentine's Day as well.
Actually call if I only have a flight plan to Eindhoven. Would you mind filing again?
Look at that. That's remarkable. There's a screenshot right there. As always, the screenshots for today will end up on Valanta. Amsterdam's looking busy. Ralph, welcome on board. Thanks for hitting subscribe.
Ryanair 3 November ready. Ryanair 3660 Golf, squawk 2137, break, Alpine 63 Tango November wind 230 23 knots, costing 33 runway 24, clear for takeoff. 24 clear for takeoff, Alpine 63 Tango November, thank you. Transavia 43 Alpha, identified climb for 250.
Level 250, Transavia 43 Alpha.
British Victor Golf, Monica, what do you want? 214, 213.
It might be worth our minion having a little look through the MSFS forums just to see if perhaps you can find something that might be useful, that someone else has experienced a similar thing maybe and they've found a fix and put a little recommendation on how to get it sorted for other people having a similar problem perhaps.
First Turkish 42, actually taxi pilot, never mind. Papa Charlie Lima, taxi holding.
They're out of range actually. 414. Yeah, still out of range, good stuff.
Taxi to holding point, runway 23.
Lima 151, 072.4 direct.
Get them on 521.
That's lovely, no problem at all. It's great to have you with us.
Get them on 572, taxi gate Delta 48.
Alex, indeed, yes. Great little route across Europe as well.
241, are you ready?
Almost. Just like 20 more seconds.
We've actually passed over Rotterdam now. That was out down below us, down here somewhere. This now the English Channel ahead of us. Well, we passed off to probably Unicom. Yes, it'll be Unicom. So we're going to get one of two things. We're either going to get told via voice, or he's going to ping us on here. No further ATC. Change to Unicom 1228. In which case, we'll get the little beeps from the CPDLC unit. And because of that, let's see. We'll enjoy a bit of a side GoPro view for now. We'll wait for the little beep. Domestos, what angle do you generally use in the descent calculator? 3 degrees. Ah, Christopher, yes, sorry, you did mention earlier, I'd forgotten. Let me have a little look at Discord. That was the link, wasn't it, for the thing you were referring to earlier. There we go. Ah, yes, the Finnair business class seats that don't recline. Sean, yeah, we do indeed, yep.
And radar Delta 241 is ready for taxi.
Delta 241, taxi Oliport Sierra 7, runway 24.
Sierra.
Holding phone.
What have we got here? Where's my views? Fat fingers. There we go. Rotterdam's down there somewhere. That link in the live chat, by the way, is what Christopher was talking about earlier on. The new Finnair business class seats that don't recline properly. And they sound pretty horrendous.
Delta 40 Foxtrot, send you via text. Your microphone volume is low, readability 1. Yeah, your volume is quite low. I can't really hear you.
Where's the wing views? These are the ones I miss when you're flying. Without the weird stutters.
Papa Charlie Lima has published. Climb flight level 60, wind 220 degrees 12 knots, runway 23 clear for takeoff.
It's your climb flight level 60, clear for takeoff. Papa Charlie Lima.
Do check out all of our channel merch. We've got loads of cool stuff, unique ways to support the stream as well. And if you think of something that you'd like to see in the merch store, do let me know, and I'll see what we can do to sort of get it created.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, have a good day, Martin. Here to come.
Just check this. He's still with us. EGGD approach is online. That's Lewis 12565.
First KLM 1521 identified. Climb to flight level 240.
Christopher, you'd be fuming, wouldn't you? Especially for a long call. 5.
Consabia 5-2 Victor, it seems someone else is actually not coming to Delta 48 as I said, so pushback and startup approved.
Jolly good.
First, Wizz Air 1019, Airbus nice having you here. London is not online, Monty Unicom.
Monty Unicom for Wizz Air 1019, thank you very much, and good day.
Turkish 334, ready for taxi.
Turkish 334, taxi report Sierra 7, runway 24.
We'll go to Bristol radar just to sort of listen in. Apparently we've got somebody up here somewhere. Probably just out of view. 20 nautical miles, 10 o'clock. Oh well, who knows. Right. Love that. Who knows, maybe they'll clash with us a little bit. Have we got EGGD ATIS 126025? Let's see if voice ATIS works.
20 Zulu. Runway in use 27. Transition level, flight level 75. Surface wind 260 degrees, 15 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Q at 1,400 feet. Scattered 1,700 feet. Broken 3,500 feet. Temperature +7. Dew point +5. QNH 1002. Threshold elevation 601 feet.
Hopefully you can hear that just about, folks.
Information. Acknowledge receipt of information hotel. And advise aircraft type on first contact time 1420 Zulu. Runway in use 27. Transition level, flight level 75. Surface wind 260 degrees, 15 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Q at 1,400 feet. Scattered 1,700 feet. Broken 3,500 feet. Temperature +7. Dew point +5.
There we go. So from the ATIS, we've got that all filled out now. What else? EGGD Tower 13385. So we've got Bristol radar and then Bristol Tower. Thanks to Lewis and Steve for connecting. Probably got to 80 miles, 85 miles to top of descent now. Yeah, I've given up with the Quality Wing 787. I don't think it'll ever release either, to be totally honest. Arminian is asking, is it worth getting the premium deluxe version of Microsoft Flight Simulator? Good question. It depends what you want. If you want a good London Heathrow Airport, then don't bother getting premium deluxe, because there's an incredibly good INI builds Heathrow coming very soon to MSFS. And it's payware Airport, but it's incredible. So yeah, if you want it for London Heathrow, then don't bother. If you want it for the 787, the default one is pretty rubbish, but you can use something called Heavy Division. If you've never heard of it before, basically it's a freeware version, a freeware mod, kind of like when fly-by-wire first began. It improves the default 787 quite a bit. Right, what else could we do here? Are we not using fix info, Mikkel? We could do, yeah. I'm going to set a 10 DME fix ring, I think. We could do CPT, so that's the Compton VOR. We could do like 55 nautical miles. There you go. So that's that little blue line. As we cross that, would be our top of descent. I feel like we're going to get that very quickly, though. That's the problem. We'll do 60, and then we can do BRI. 191 miles away, that's the one we want, and I'm going to set a 10 mile. Yeah, 10 mile radius fixed ring. And probably a 5 mile one as well. So basically we're building in for the remainder of our route, a couple of different fixed rings. There's 2 for the ILS approach, 1 for Compton. Ryan, good afternoon, welcome. We've tuned all this in manually, if you had missed it. But the ILS didn't go in itself at all, so we've had to manually put all of that in. We've got the Bristol NDB tuned and the Compton VOR tuned into VOR 2. And we are now picking that one up. I doubt we're picking up an MDB this far out. We'll leave it on anyway. CPDLC's dropped off. That's now inactive. Millennium, hello to you. Ever thought about simulating an in-flight emergency situation? So, I wouldn't do it on VATSIM. There aren't any failures or anything modelled in yet to any aircraft, but perhaps when we had complex failures integrated into whatever add-on it might be, it would definitely be worth. Oh, hello. It'd definitely be worth having a little look at that and giving something a go. I guess it'd be good fun, wouldn't it? I'd probably do it on JoinFS or just the normal multiplayer server. We could do an engine out challenge, all in a line, and see who can make it. Miguel did RNAV runway 34 into our wonderful Mykonos. We're due back there soon for that dangerous and tricky approach. Do like the Greek islands. Miguel flew the RNAV runway 34 into Mykonos today, working so good now in the fly-by-wire. That's good to hear. There's the coast of South East England, Kent. And our route today, actually, is going to be taking us directly over Denham Aerodrome, where I'm flying, where I'm learning to fly. Jury's worst failure I've ever had. I didn't turn on myself. It was a flat failure where the hydraulic system to the left wing flaps failed and they wouldn't extend. Interesting. Was that on departure? Oh! Yes, Centurio. That was in Edinburgh, wasn't it? And you went to depart and you had to abort the takeoff because of the flat failure and return to gate. Was that when we were doing Edinburgh ATC, weren't we? And I was ground controller. Is that correct? Or we were flying out of Edinburgh, I can't remember which. I think it was with ground control live stream. Free flight Boeing 757-200. I'd love a 757 in Microsoft Flight Simulator. That'd be fantastic. I think PMGG have alluded to the fact they might be doing one themselves, haven't they? Or it's on their MSFS roadmap. Yeah, well, that would be quite good, wouldn't it? Just some small failures of things like, I don't know, what can we think of? Something up here. A couple of things that could just, minor things that could fail. And then we'd have like a little flow checklist that we could work through and tick off, like just maybe some initial actions in here. And once you've ticked them, you'd resolved it. Very minor stuff. That'd be quite nice. Yeah, as you're saying there, Neil, they are simulating the systems one by one now, and more complex each month too, so it could be done. I mean, if we had an engine failure now, for example, with the new hydraulic failures, with the aileron droop that we get, the fact that the hydraulic system is actually modelled fairly accurately now, apparently. With a complete hydraulic failure and an engine failure, you will find that you cannot deploy your gear properly, so they need a long time to come down with gravity extension, though the gravity extension handle down here doesn't do anything. But you can simulate that if you want to with a hydraulic failure. Any builds tease the A310 really soon, apparently. Yeah, it's in an advanced level of testing at the moment from what I understand. That's going to be quite cool. Airbus, but with a little bit more to manage. So you get a little bit more out of it then, don't you? Turco, Turco, and
Bristol approach
LARET.
27 Juliet Mike, descending 220, 280, down Compton.
Getting closer to 100 likes, guys. Keep smashing that button.
27 Juliet Mike, Bristol Radar, good afternoon. Report your aircraft type and information hotel is current.
So we've got information hotel,
Aircraft type's an A320neo.
runway and use 27, transition level flight level 75, surface wind 260 knots, 260 degrees at 15 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, few clouds, 1,400 feet scattered, 1,700 feet broken, 3,500 feet. Temperatures +7 degrees, dew point +5 degrees, and a QNH of 1002, and the threshold elevation at Bristol 601 feet. Swag, hello to you, welcome. Don't understand Russian, sadly. Airbus with a yoke, indeed, today. I used to have a stick very similar to that, though it wasn't the Airbus style. But now I've obviously got the Turtle Beach Velocity 1 flight yoke and throttle kit. Really impressed with it, though. I can highly recommend it. Loving it so far. In fact, at no point in the last 2 weeks that I've had this bit of kit that I've thought this needs improving. Everything that I've been able to do with it so far has been just really good. It's fantastic with the CRJ yesterday. That was great. My best landings in the CRJ ever, actually, I think. Mikhail, I'm not sure how close Phoenix are. I know they are in testing, in beta testing, but yeah, beyond that, I'm not really sure exactly how far along they are. Throttle jam would be pretty fun. Not sure how you could resolve that though. Eight arrivals into Bristol and VATSIM, fantastic. Bit of love for Bristol. Here comes Compton and here comes our fixed ring. 10 miles to go. So we want, was it 220? Centurio, I'll post my Tollis docking procedure in flight sim screenshots. We are indeed flying over quite a bit of nasty, well, I say nasty weather. It'll probably be a bit turbulent. A couple of cumulonimbus clouds dotted around, but just mainly cumulus, which is fine. There's a ridge here, you can see here actually, all along to the north of us. A little ridge of bigger cumulus clouds, so they're not cumulonimbus. Whack it till it unjams, yeah, give it a good kick. There's Lambourne, for those of you regularly flying to Heathrow. So London Heathrow Airport is going to be down here somewhere. And keep your eye out for the Innie Builds London Heathrow Airport, which is coming soon. I've basically not got it, but it's coming soon as a product, and it's going to be exceptionally good. I'm hoping it's going to be a lot more optimised than the Asobo variant, but Microsoft Flight Simulator really needs a good London Heathrow Airport, so it's great Innie Scene are working on one. Here comes top of descent. 60 miles to the blue line, so we'll basically let the aeroplane hit the blue line. There we go, and down we go. Call that top of descent. Now I think we don't really call Bristol until we get to Compton, do we? The Innie Builds A310 is going to be quite cool. The DC Designs Concorde is going to be fun for some races across the Atlantic. EGGD approach 12565. 565. Bristol radar, I think, isn't it? Bristol radar, good afternoon, Wizz Air 1019er. Airbus A320neo with hotel on board. It's currently descending flight level 365 for 220 inbound Compton.
Wizz Air 1019 Bristol radar, good afternoon. That is all correct. Proceed flight level 220 by Compton.
Welcome and good afternoon, Wizz Air 1019er. Hooray, it's a question I do not know the answer to, sadly. When will AIG AI Manager service come back up? Yeah, I'm really not sure, to be honest with you. End it across the pond with Concorde, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Neil wants a nice Boeing 757 as well for MSFS, we're doing DHL flights everywhere. I'd like to recreate some Britannia Airways flights of many years ago. That would be quite nice. Centurio loves his A300NX plane, so I'm sure, well, he's sure that InnyBuilds are going to do a fantastic job with the Airbus A310 in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The preview images look fantastic so far, don't they? Compton there, Ugbet, so which means London Heathrow is down here somewhere. In fact, there's the balancing ponds. So London Heathrow should be... It's almost like we're VFR. It should be here. Through this cloud. There should be a fire truck tipped over somewhere. Fantastic. Is there across the land twice a year? I think so, yeah. They do it in each direction.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, speed 250 knots or greater.
250 or greater.
There's Heathrow. You can see the ponds from a distance, you know it's there.
Wizz Air 1019, speed 250 knots.
250 knots, Wizz Air 1019. I'll keep this descent going. Brian, I haven't got simple traffic, so I'm not sure. Matthew, hello to you, our resident captain. How are you? You happy with the result yesterday with the Rams win, or? It's a shame really, I was very excited for Bengals. yeah, the one that's really needed when it's needed. Cabin crew 10 minutes to landing. Okay, so we've got everything tuned in that we need for the arrival. We know that we've got the QNH 1002, so we can tune that now. One 1002, 1002. So actually we're 1,000 foot lower at pressure altitude than we are at flight level, so that's good. Centurio wanted the Rams to win, so you're happy, good stuff. Hooray, do it. Absolutely. Unless you're on the development branch. Oh, if you're on the stable, then absolutely. Get off the stable if you can and dive into the experimental branch. There's so much to it now. If you missed earlier on, we were using CPDLC with Warsaw radar, and it was fantastic, really enjoyable.
Information hotel, and we are 83NX. Roger.
Oh, Alex. I didn't say who won. Directly. William.
Speed 270 knots.
270 knots was 1019.
With a 2585 on conversion speed 270 knots.
On conversion speed 270 knots for Wizz Air 2585.
How are you, William? Christopher, I didn't know. I kind of like leaning down and doing that. I've got a button to arm it though, and disarm it, and deploy and retract. But there is actually a throttle area here, one particular lever that's got flight detent up, armed and down.
This is 64 Delta, Mike, Bristol, good afternoon. Bristol 1 Charlie.
That works out quite nicely.
Flight level 220, be level by Compton, route direct Compton.
Bristol 1 Charlie, arrival, D7 flight level.
Oh, look at the shine on the airframe. That's incredible, like just incredible. William, wow, member for 13 months, fantastic, and you've gone full colour.
Juliet, Mike, leave Pomax.
Gonna have to make some new badges soon.
Leave Pomax heading 270, Osprey 270 Juliet Mike.
We've done Barrow, we've done all of the arrival data. We want flight recorder mod, get that ready. I'll watch a load of landings first. I'll check our arrival frequency, make sure we've got so we've got Steve on Bristol Tower 13385. 13385's on standby.
Wisco 490 Bristol radar, hello, Roger, flyrider heading 275.
And it's a medium auto brake landing at Bristol.
Fly heading 275.
With a lot of the airline SOPs there, EasyJet and all that use medium auto brake.
Stop descent flight level 370.
We'll end up probably using the entire runway anyway, to be fair.
Right, stop.
Sounds like some people might need it to be adding in some holds. There's a hold, you can add a hold here, BRI, look, that's how you add the holds in at Bristol, and you can amend them like every other aircraft. Not had to use it yet, but it's great to know it's there. Suzanne, welcome on board. Thanks for hitting subscribe. Rav as well, and Yankee Boy. I can't remember if I said welcome to you guys earlier on when you hit that shiny big red subscribe button down below. Very warm welcome on board to you guys too. Keep smashing the like button, guys. Hopefully we can get to 100 before we touch down.
This is 64 Delta Mike, speed 270 knots.
Should be getting another descent any second. Wish that didn't do that shiny, bright, flashy stuff. There we go. 8. What a view. What are we thinking for touchdown rating?
Wizz Air 1019 descent flight level 80, be level by Pomax.
Descent flight level 80, level by Pomax. Wizz Air 1019. Oh, that's a steep descent. 35 nautical miles. We'll monitor that.
Let's go 490, descent flight level 320.
T-belts, ground spoilers are armed.
Let's go 490, speed 250 knots. Yeah, 250 knots.
RAF Benson at Compton, which is what we've just passed. Williams going for 167. Ooh. He's got the faith. We'll do a quick 360 around the airframe. And then we'll dive back into the flying deck.
490, 10 left heading 230 degrees.
Left 230 degrees, so let's go 490.
Gonna get rather busy rather quickly.
Let's go 490, descend flight level 280.
Oh, Mikael's got big faith. Minus 98 foot per minute. Wow. I always aim for 300. I always aim for 300 foot per minute. I'm happy with that. If I get that. Like a little achievement. Yeah, William, we need some more badges, don't we? Some more emojis in the members live chat stuff. No pressure. Yeah, Neil, that'd be great, the energy arc. 20 to Pomax. Ooh, let's 10 to go, so let's make use of e-brake.
Touchdown, descent to altitude 5,000 feet. Bristol QNH, standby.
Gotta get my feet comfy on the rudder pedals.
Whisker 27 Juliet Mag, apologies, 25 miles from touchdown, descent to altitude 5,000 feet, Bristol QNH 1002. Be vectors for now, approach runway 27.
Copy the
Good morning.
descent 5,000 oscillators.
Welcome, joining us at the critical phase.
Oscillator 27 Juliet Mike, speed 220 knots or less.
220 knots or less, oscillators to 27 Juliet Mike.
Wizz Air 585, correction, Wizz Air 2585, descend flight level 80, be level by Pomax.
Get rid of that. Oh, these clouds, look how good that looks.
Wizz Air 2585, descend flight level 80, be level by Pomax.
In fact 15 miles to go. I think half auto brake is going to be good.
490, route director Compton, descend flight level 260. Direct.
Scrambled a QRA, lost contact with one behind. That wonderful.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, turn
Even in
left,
Somerset
heading 130,
countryside.
descend to altitude 4,500 feet.
Left 130.
Wiltshire, actually, I think at the moment we're flying over. Although, actually, we might be north of Bath at this point. I think we are. Probably north of Bath. Goob, so AIG will be back in the future. They've had a server failure, so nobody can update anything, nobody can download anything. But watch this space, it will come soon.
Would you like
yeah, Goob, you can't install anything at the moment. You're just going to have to bookmark the video and wait to find out when it comes out again.
You said descend to 180?
Yeah, correction, 080 by Pomax.
080 by Pomax, Layer 2585.
With it, I'm going to say Tango is at 32,000 feet and we are inbound, Charlie Papa Tango.
Wizz Air 1 X-ray Tango, Bristol radar, Roger B, Bristol 1 Charlie arrival.
That is a
hotel is
horrendous mess. That is enough to stress me out.
A320.
Let's get rid of that other fixture.
Wizz Air 1 X-ray Tango, Roger, stop descent flight level 270 and speed 220 knots.
There we go, neaten that up a little bit.
Flight level 270 and speed 220 knots. Wizz Air 1 X-ray Tango.
Click, click, click.
Bristol approach, Euro Charter 793, Bristol 1 Charlie arrived into Bristol, passing flight level 350 for 220.
Oob, you're most welcome. We have to leave that out because he wanted us level at 8,000 by Pomax in 4 miles, which is rather...
Turn a right heading 300
pretty much just a
4,000 feet.
Turn right 300.
pretty much a continuous descent, but with like spoilers in detent the whole way.
1019, leave Pomax heading 270 degrees.
Leave Pomax heading 270 degrees, Wizz Air 1019er. Pen, 270. Vectors. You've been vectored. There we go, now we can retract the speed brake.
Approach Euro Charter 793, Bristol 1 Charlie arrival, A320neo.
We've literally hit Pomax at 1,000 just about there.
Station calling Bristol radar, roger, stand by.
And that was with it on half auto brake the entire time, half ground spoilers, speed brake the whole time. We're following this little river now. Well, this road. That's railway actually.
Delta Mike, flight level
Probably a railway track.
Pomax.
Bristol's going to be over there somewhere. Under the cloud.
Let's go 490, speed 220 knots, descend flight level 230 knots.
CM7MD, hello to you, welcome.
Apologies, descend flight level 230, speed 220 knots.
Oh yeah, we could do a bit of anti-ice for the wing.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, descend to altitude 2,500 feet, clear for the ILS approach runway 27.
Loads of fuel on board for a diversion to Gatwick if it was needed. Not long to go now.
Let's go 1019. We vectors on ILS approach runway 27. 28 miles from touchdown. Descend to altitude 5,000 feet. Bristol QNH 1002.
Bristol's through there somewhere, and we're heading towards actually the main sort of city centre at the moment.
Wizz Air 109er.
Wizz Air 1019er.
Hey folks, 28 miles from touchdown, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, Bristol QNH 1002.
Descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1002, Wizz Air 1019er.
Wizz Air 1019er, speed 220 knots or less.
Speed 220 or less, Wizz Air 1019er.
Wizz Air 2585, East Pomax heading 270 degrees.
Keep 270 degrees, Wizz Air 2585.
When I flew into Bristol in real life in the 757s, quite frequently we would be doing most of these descents with speed brake out at some sort of stage for about 10-15 minutes at times.
Cushion Wizz Air 1 X-ray Tango, descend flight level 250.
250 for Wizz Air, X-ray Tango.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, contact Bristol Tower, frequency 133.85.
Contact Tower 16385, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, thanks for service.
Definitely just...
1019, turn left heading 180 degrees, descend to altitude 4,500 feet.
Left 180 degrees, 4,500 feet, was Air 1019er. Turn's more important because we're already descending.
Checking the Bristol radar, say call sign.
And then we can drop that down to 4210.
793.
We're in approach mode now, so I should be able to enact green dot.
So there'll be a Bristol 1 Charlie arrival. Stop descent flight level 260.
Stop descent flight level 260, Euro Charter 793.
Here we go. 2 more likes to 100.
Wizz Air 1019, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
Descend 4,000 feet, Wizz Air 1019er. LS 1015, IBTS.
Descend flight level 150.
Flight level 150, let's go 490.
Transport is armed, medium auto brake, approach phase is on. And what have we got here? 130 for approach, full flap config, approach, medium auto brake landing as well, QNH 1012, standby instruments match, lights, signs as required.
Wizz Air 1019, turn right heading 240 degrees, descend to altitude 2,500 feet, clear for the ILS approach runway 27.
Right, 240 degrees, descend 2,500 feet, and cleared ILS runway 27, Wizz Air 1019er.
Wizz Air 2585, 28 miles from touchdown, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, Bristol QNH 1002, will be vectors on ILS approach runway 27.
We're going to have to do quite a bit of work here.
Send down to 5,000, the fixed vectors approach, Wizz Air 2585.
Approach. We're below the glide slope, we're above the glide slope, sorry, at the moment.
Heading 270 degrees.
East Pomax heading 270 degrees, easy 64 double.
Bristol Radar, good evening.
Probably high by a couple of hundred feet here.
QNH 1002 on approach 427.
Captain 25, Bristol Radar, hello, squawk 5050.
Squawk 5050, clock catch it, 25.
Wizz Air 1 X-ray Tango, descend flight level 190.
190 for Wizz Air Airbus Tango.
Wizz Air 1019 are established, 9 miles.
Wizz Air 1019, thank you. Contact Bristol Tower 133.85.
Bristol Tower 133.85 was Air 1019, thank you very much. Almost at the glide slope. Bristol Tower, good afternoon, was Air 1019, 8.5 miles ILS 27.
Wizz Air 1019, Bristol Tower, good afternoon to you. Continue approach 12 vacate.
Continue approach, 1 ahead, was Air 1019. Glide slopes armed, flaps 2.
$2,500.
Arm the spoilers. Gear down. Here we go. Bristol, baby. Loved living in Bristol. I was there for a few months.
Bristol Tower, spray 27, Juliet Mike, vacated, runway 27.
Juliet Mike, thank you. Wizz Air 1019, service winds 27014 knots, runway 27, you are clear flight.
Good land, runway 27 was Air 1019.
Spray 27, Juliet Mike, welcome to Bristol, taxi 2, stand 25.
Taxi stand 25, Osprey 27, Juliet Mike.
3000 for missed approach.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Up to 4 miles. Look at that for a beautiful view.
Taxi Alpha X-ray, runway 27.
Wonderful. Bristol Airport's on a hill in the bend dips. All flaps.
1,000.
Reset the view. Here we go. High controls.
1,000. 1,000.
Ever so slight crosswind of maybe 2 knots. It's 290 at 18 it says on the nav display currently, I think. Little correction here because we look like slightly right of the threshold. Love this Turtle Beach yoke, it's so nice. Right, coming up to minimums. I've got the flight recorder mod on. Flying the ILS quite nicely here actually.
400.
Tiny corrections. Stable, continue.
300. 200.
And PilotPlus
100.
Bristol.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, retard.
Hold the flare.
Tower, Wizz Air 2585.
And
fully established.
reverse, slightly right at the centre line though, not great. Let that nose come down.
585 Bristol Tower, good afternoon to you. Continue approach with 1 to vacate ahead.
Continue
approach with 16 to vacate ahead, Wizz Air 25.
And yeah, we'll just leave 50 knots for the roll because we've got to go to the end of the runway now. Fourths. So yeah, if you think that's nice, you should try the Thrustmaster Boeing yoke. I would love to, but this is 350 quid for a very nice throttle and yoke setup with loads of buttons that you can customise yourselves depending on what aircraft you like to fly. And yeah, not really. I just think the Thrustmaster stuff with the Boeing yoke is just a rip-off. I think it's way too expensive for flight sim hardware. I think they've just sort of kind of used the fact that it's made of metal but it's Boeing licensed to charge extortionate amounts of money. But that's my opinion, I guess.
With Air 2585, surface winds 27014 knots for runway 27, you want clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 27, with Air 2585.
With Air 1019, welcome to Bristol, taxi to stand 23.
Taxi stand 23 was 1019, thank you very much.
To Sierra Tango behind the landing Wizz Air on a 2-mile final, line up and wait, via Alpha X-ray behind.
Honeycomb, yeah, I'd love a honeycomb setup. And yeah, you know what, it's probably, as David said there, it's still pretty much the daddy, isn't it?
22088, thank you, cleared on the Badim 1 X-ray departure, squawk 0231.
Here we go, we've got one on approach.
Badim 1 X-ray departure and
try and get a little closer. We can spot the landing without crashing my plane. Still rolling on the taxiway. Maybe we can just go a bit slower here. Like so. Centurio, that's a good question. Curious as to what headset you use for your real life flying. My current one is from when I was in the Air Force and I probably need a new one. So I've got one that's not made anymore. It's a Sennheiser HME 110 Special Edition. I'd love a Bose. Bose Alpha 10 is apparently the best. Jeez. You know what, we're picking up a heck of speed there. Taxi stands 23 is... ah, it's right in front of the control tower. Easy to spot.
With Air 222585, vacate right.
Bristol Tower, Easy 64 Delta Mike, 4 miles, runway 27.
Easy 64 Delta Mike, go around, say again, go around.
Ooh.
Go around, Easy 64 Delta Mike.
Ah, jeez, Tiller. And we've got to go around. Like Big Jet TV, isn't it? So he's still on the runway down there.
Easy 640 Mike, runway heading 4,000 feet.
And there's I go around.
4,000 feet, 64 Delta Mike.
Come on. Don't want to be sat here for too long on the taxiway. Off he goes. An agreement period with Thrustmaster. Don't even know what that is. Us mere mortals.
With Air 2585, welcome to Bristol, taxi, hold Zulu 1.
What's going on here?
Zulu 1. Sorry about that. I wanted to stop earlier, but...
Yeah, no.
Taxi stand 23. This one. Osprey, love it.
22088, after the Wizz Air has parked to your right on stand 23, push and start is approved, QNH 1002.
After the Wizz Air is parked, we'll push back. Speed Shark Shuttle 2088.
I'd say it's probably on the line.
Wizz Air 2585 taxi stand
Park brakes
31.
on.
Stand 31.
Taxi to stand.
Summer's going around. It's EasyJet up here somewhere. Well, he's long gone now. Very exciting. There's us. We've got one taxiing in. We've got one on another final approach in a second, I think. We've got one about to depart here in the little CJ4. We've got here Buck 793's inbound. And Cat 25, I think, are they on VATSIM? Yeah, they are. Marco. Cat 25 as well, flying in, as well as EasyJet that's just gone around. So we've got 3 aircraft to come in. Being vectored at the moment by Lewis on approach. We want to have a little look at Atlanta, don't we?
2 Sierra Tango, surface winds 27014 knots, runway 27, clear takeoff.
Atlanta. It was, wasn't it? Review the flight. So, who knows what we got here? There's our route for today.
Easy 64 Delta Log, apologies, contact Bristol approach, please.
There we go. Minus 61 foot per minute at 0.96 G. Oh! God. That's some proper flora buttery, that. Organic.
2088.
Who got tight? Who got close? Let's see. Mikel 98. Ye of many faith. Yeah, you're close. Not bad at all. A couple of our screenshots from our routing across as well, and there's our little bit of vectoring that we did. So where's London Heathrow? There it is. So we passed Heathrow. There's Northolt as well, and there's little Denham.
Contact Bristol radar 125.
We got vectored in Compton here at pretty much RF Benson, but not sure what that airfield is. RF Benson's here somewhere. Chiltern Park. Oh, there's Benson and Chalgrove. There we go. So yeah, Compton, and then we got vectored in by Lewis on approach. Really cool. Arminian, that is Atlanta. Bristol's PilotPlus, the Speedbird shuttle's about to go. He's going to be holding short for the one on approach. There's Bristol, main terminal building, and we've got some spectators watching as well. They heard there were many whizzes flying in today, so they lit the stairs pink. It's got a great little interior, this this terminal building. Volanta.app, Volanta.app is what you want. I've left all the engines running. Well, I've just remembered I need to stop the recording on flight recorder. There we go.
Wizgo 490 ILS 27.
Wizgo 490 Bristol side, good afternoon to you. Surface winds of 27014 knots, runway 27, you are clear to land.
Clear to land, Wizgo 490.
Can't see him. Oh, Johnny, nice. My landings are definitely better with this yoke. But then my Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTAS X kit before was it's a very cheap budget entry level kit. Served me very well though, I have to say. I've still got it just in case this one breaks or anything like that, but yeah, I can highly recommend the Turtle Beach Velocity 1 flight stuff.
Bristol 2888 behind the landing A320neo. Fire Alpha X-ray, line up away behind.
Commentator needs to replace his SciTech yoke. It's really not great. Really want the honeycomb.
Kindly arrive in,
yeah, I would love a honeycomb. I don't know. I don't think I'd need to get another bit of hardware for a long time now. I've got the Thrustmaster T-Flight rudder pedals. They're still very useful. I've got them set up quite nicely now as well. But I've got like an independent. I've got one profile for airliners with this Turtle Beach yoke kit, and I've also got a one for GA aircraft as well, because it's got like the General Aviation Cessna style throttle prop and mixture levers, which is quite nice.
Bristol, good evening. Catcher 258.5 miles final, runway 27.
Catcher 25 Bristol Tower, hello. Continue approach. 1 to depart ahead.
Continue approach.
There we go.
25.
And Cap 25, could you give me your slowest minimum speed, please?
Minimum speed is 161 knots, Catcher 25.
Yeah, roger.
Centuria, thanks. There's the bumpy runway. You can kind of see how uneven it is.
Vacate right, expedite. Roger, vacate right, expedite.
Such a cool airport to fly from, and it's literally like on a big hill.
Sorry, I missed my turn off. I'll get off as soon as possible.
That little bit here is like a ski jump, and if you hit that, it can bump you back into the air. There's the pappies.
25, expect late landing.
Vehicle 25.
We're going for a departure. We've got one on finals up here. Just about see the light starting to trickle through the clouds. Luke, nice views of the Bristol Channel on the go around.
2088, surface winds 27014 knots, runway 27, cleared immediate takeoff.
Cleared immediate takeoff, shift 208 rolling.
Oh, David, it's a vast improvement, isn't it?
Bristol, you can taxi to stand 2.
Stand 2.
A really bad version of Big Jet TV, this. With the shoddy camera work. Off he goes. Oh, that's a whippy takeoff. Straight off. See you later. There goes the gear.
Shift 2088 airborne.
Cat 25, surface winds 27015 knots, runway 27, cleared to land.
Look at that. 2.5 miles, pretty much exact, probably.
Catcher 25, clear to land runway 27.
Level 2088, contact Bristol radar, please. 125.650. Bye bye.
So I think we've got Luke to come in after this one. Probably was a tail strike. I've got Wizz 1 X-Ray Tango flying in. Cathay. 903. There's Easy 64 Delta Mike. Ooh, it's an invisible tail aircraft. I thought that looked really weird flying in. I thought it was my eyes. Old 737. Was that a 600? See, Centuria, that's cool. I'll admit I've had a few tail strikes in the free flight 763. You can hear them too when they happen from the cockpit. That is really cool. I like that. Very nice. Jack's asking what are the improvements in velocity. So you can see the aircraft flare. You can see the aircraft around you behave a lot more accurately, a lot more smoothly. Is that going to be a better? Probably. New Boeing cloaking tech. Well, I probably wouldn't trust it then. We've still got to do our replay as well. David, I think end of March. $737-400, wow. Yeah, in short, Jack, velocity is lower latency, so the aircraft positions refresh a lot quicker.
One X-ray Tango, service winds 27015 knots runway 27.
We've got two stacked now, look.
Clear to land with 1 Tango.
Cat 25, welcome to Bristol, taxi stand 6.
Cat 25. Never heard of them.
Say again, stand for Catcher 25.
Cat 25, thank you, it's stand 6.
Neil, Ukraine are starting to evacuate their aircraft out of Ukraine. Main reason is no insurance cover, and insurers have said no cover in Ukraine airspace now. Fair enough.
Apologies, someone just pinched your stand. Taxi to stand 3.
Okay, we're going for stand 3, Catcher 25.
UK 490 Bristol.
Bristol Tower, good afternoon, easy 64 Delta Mike back with you, 7 DME ILS 27.
Is this year going to be a big year for Microsoft Flight Simulator? Absolutely. It's going to be really good.
And any speed restrictions, 64 Delta Mike?
Yeah,
aviation simulation.
Close minimum, sir.
Thank you.
David, I think so, yeah. Will it be all the 7.3 variants before they do a long haul PMDG? I think so, yeah. I think that'd be the case.
Delta Mike, expect very, very late landing.
Very.
Delta Mike, Roger.
You will be coming in this time.
Oh, look at that.
X-ray Tango, welcome to Bristol. Vacate
silky.
Right as soon as you can.
Oh. Oh, he's stuffed it. Has he? Where's this one? He's on short finals. There he comes. He's already gone around once. Aviation simulation. You'll be watching in the background now. There's no pressure. We toga to the taxiway to vacate. David, did we get around to solving whether or not there's Tamworview working with the new VATSIM Velocity and Euroscope's latest beta, or
X-ray Tango, welcome to Bristol.
Does it no longer work anymore?
Easy 64 Delta Mike, 30 twins, 270 degrees.
He's in.
That's runway 27, clear to land.
Velocity is doing justice indeed for these butters. We're a professional group of people.
Taxi 2, stand 24.
Stand 2447 to Tango.
It's good to see our altitude on Fly Life Studio got stuck again. Definitely not at 35,000 feet.
Bristol Tower, Eurocharter 793, fully established on the localised runway 27.
Eurocharter
there he is.
793, Bristol Tower.
Dead centre of the screen.
Continue approach, 1 to land ahead.
Continuing the approach, 1 ahead, Eurocharter 793.
Look at this, it's great having you guys fly along. Yeah, there's been 2 beta updates over the last couple of days actually to vPilot. Here we go. Is it going to be another butter? I'm sure it will. Oh, silky smooth. Whoops. Oh, and he might be able to get off early. Look at this. That is some max auto brake. Oh.
25 on box. I hope the.
Look at that.
Yeah, no, it's been reviewed, it's a bit glitched, and thanks for the service, bye bye.
Awesome.
Yeah, many thanks, fly to Bristol. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good afternoon.
Hopefully I'll get a nice little screenshot of people. There's us still parked up. Oh, we've almost filled up the stands. There's a couple of statics here as well. The commentator, I'm not sure.
3, between 7015 knots from runway 27, clear climb.
So,
runway 27,
he's there.
793, thank you.
See the last one?
Wesley,
hello. It was rather lovely. What do you reckon it was, figures-wise, Wesley? If you put a number on it, what would you think my touchdown rating was? And then I'll tell you how close you are.
Tango, yeah, Roger, taxi to stand 1. Stand 1.
David G, hello, good evening. Curved, welcome on board, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. I think this is the last one in. It is the last one in, I believe. Curved, hey. How are you? Hope you've enjoyed the stream. Minus 164. Oh, take 100 off that, Wesley. The landing rating was minus 61 foot per minute, 0.96 G. Lewis, thank you very much. Thanks for being Bristol radar as well. Really appreciate that. Hope you enjoyed the traffic. Curved, fan of EasyJet. Only ever flown with them twice, and actually, oh no, 4 times. And I enjoyed all those flights actually with EasyJet. Though now I tend to regularly fly with BA instead. Should we do tower view for like this sort of view first for our replay of our landing? I think we should, shouldn't we? Oh, smooth. Minus 289 foot per minute is absolutely fine, Wesley. That's pretty good. And if it's accurate, that's the most important thing. Right, so I'm thinking do like a tower view here. What have we got here? That stand's now become vacant. We need to do a replay, don't we? We still got lights on.
93, welcome to Bristol. You can taxi to stand 6.
Was that message Eurocharter 793? Stand 6?
Yeah, Eurocharter 793, apologies. Yeah, it is stand 6, sir.
Stand 6, many thanks. Eurocharter 793.
Dive into the ATC control tower at Bristol. Quite cool. Maxwell, yeah, pretty much. Who else have we got? We've got a few over here, haven't we? Here we go, whiz whiz. couple of screenshots with everybody. I know some of you might have to disconnect soon. Hope you've all enjoyed flying along. Thanks to all of our air traffic controllers along the way as well. It's been fantastic having some really nice ATC coverage, and we even got to make use of some PDC, CPDLC type stuff as well, ACARS. Oh, look at that for a screen grab. Right, let's disconnect from the VATSIM network. We'll reconnect as observer. Busy Wizzy Brizzle. Thanks for the ATC, and really appreciate it. Have a good day. Wizz Air 1019er.
Wizz Air 1019er, many thanks. Flying to Bristol. I hope it went well for you.
Cheers, bye. So we're going to disconnect. We're going to reconnect as observer. So we're invisible now on the VATSIM network. We can still see everybody. This is usually when everyone else logs off. Team Low, hello. LRM landing rate monitors Lively. Try it. What is that? So we'll do a replay here with drone cam. Follow mode off. Just get the camera in the right position. And we'll do one as well of touchdown from in the cabin first, I think. We'll do the right hand side so we can see the terminal through touchdown. Probably quite a good view here, isn't it? Around about that, probably. So, dump in, we'll go to... Is it 7? No, it's 4. There we go. And then we smash replay. Might be a little bit for the flight recorder mod to just catch up with everything. That's why we've left all of our engines, everything all switched on as usual, because otherwise it won't work properly. Flaps is one thing it doesn't quite read properly, so I'm finding with the flybywire mod you've got to, with the flight recorder program, freeware, you've got to press a couple of flap buttons just to trigger it basically. It might extend some others, it might not. Curved flew both TUI and Thomas Cook before, preferred Thomas Cook over any low cost carrier. Thompson were pretty good, or TUI as it's now known. Like Volanta, the X-Plane 1 is an add-on. It actually records your foot per minute counter when you touch down. Oh, there's the gear. Oh, it's lovely, fantastic. Pop that into our Discord server if you can. That'd be great. I'll have a look at that.
Charter 793, shutting down stand 6. Thank you very much. Good night.
Yeah, the chance 796. Thank you. Flying for Bristol. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good afternoon.
Doesn't do throttle anymore either. Team Low loves a bit of Lufthansa. Never flown them actually. I've heard they're very good. I've heard their first class is very good. Not that I'd ever get the chance to fly on that, but. Beautiful views over the hills, flying in over the Mendips. Jensen, good afternoon. Touchdown any second now, because we're pretty much flying up the edge of a hill. There's the edge of the airfield. Really good, thanks Jensen. Hope you're well. Touchdown. There we go, and to replay it from the outside so you guys can see what it looked like from sort of like a landside operations car type view. Let's smash that resume button again. Here we go, replay of our landing of about 10 minutes ago here at Bristol. If you want the PilotPlus Bristol scenery that we've been using today, then check the links in the description down below. It's a remarkable bit of scenery. That's lovely, thank you very much, buddy. Good to see it's bugged out again and it's popped the ground spoilers out. Of course it has. Oh, that looked buttery smooth, didn't it? So, if that touched down about there, let's get a different view. This is going to be so good. Kind of like down the hill, look like this. So pause, oops. Resume. Here we go. Replay touchdown cam 2. Oh. Oh, look at that. Silky. Sign me up. Fantastic. Really enjoyable flight. Katowice to Bristol on the VATSIM Velocity network, or just VATSIM as it's basically properly called. We've been in the experimental flybywire A32NX throughout, and we've made use of Discord as well, and CPDLC, ACARS and all that sort of thing too. Hope you've all enjoyed it. Thank you very much for tuning in. Welcome on board to all of our new subscribers to the channel as well. Quite a few today actually. William for being a member for 13 months, fantastic. Really appreciate your ongoing support, and Alec for 7 months as well. No streams tomorrow, and I'm actually working on a project for a developer too, or do something for a developer with some video types things, which is quite exciting. So that's going to take a little bit of time as well. Don't forget Saturday, if you're new to VATSIM and you want to connect for the first time, we're doing departures out of Manchester and arrivals as well on the 19th with the live stream. So do join us for that.
Bristol Tower, this is Golf Bravo.
There's going to be another stream in a couple of days. What are we today? We're Monday, aren't we? So I'll tell you when we're streaming next. We haven't quite planned out what we're going to be doing for it, but we'll schedule something in due course. Thursday, I think. Thursday we're going to be streaming again. I haven't figured out what we're going to be doing, but follow us on Discord. We'll have the conversation in there, and you guys will see it scheduled in the live stream channel. And if not, it will be on the front page of the channel here on YouTube. You'll be able to see our upcoming live stream schedule there too. Thank you very much for watching. Do check out our channel merchandise if you've not done so already. Loads of cool, unique merchandise products basically help support the channel in various different unique ways with some products that I don't think you can get anywhere else. So do check that out too. Hopefully you find something you like. And don't forget to head to Discord and check out our website, britishavgeek.com. Thank you to all of you who flew along. Thank you very much to our controllers all across Europe. Lewis for jumping on last minute, with Steve as well into Bristol. Really appreciate your work. Radar and Bristol Tower too. All the links are in the description down below for the scenery that we've used today, and this Wizz Air livery as well if you do want to download that too. Don't forget to hit like before you head off. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you Thursday. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.